man, yeah, I said it, killed a bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I was legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the Pack and Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from hunger pain. At OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing you the Street Geek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, movie reviews and specials, because we got a whole host of cool people here. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got right here, NERDSoulite. Say what's up.
Hey.
What up?
Right?
Then right over here, we got Jason Reeves of 133 Art. What's up?
Who's that?
All right, and in the bottom square, the one and only Keith of Blurtish. What's up?
What's up, folks?
All right. So today we are here. You know what I'm saying? We got Brian in the chat super early. We got some folks getting their lurk on. We're talking about Suicide Squad. You know, numero dos. All right. We up in here for another time. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Because we've had a little bit of time to kind of like sit with it, think what get how you feel about it. Maybe watch it a second time, maybe a third time if you love something like that. Where are you at now? I'll throw this out to Keith from Blurtish first.
Okay. Well, it's the Suicide Squad. It's the Suicide Squad.
Oh God.
And but shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't see you. For all those, whenever I come on, I can't see your stuff. I'm on the phone. Sorry. I'll respond later. So even before some couple of y'all who write all that stuff, I'll be like, I don't know. But anyway, I loved it. I actually plan to watch it again. It entertained me. It gave me exactly what I wanted. I just enjoyed it, man. It was fun. I think everybody did a good job. To start off light, but I came in with zero expectations because I don't really have any expectations of DC at the moment, or Warner Brothers and the DCEU.
Objection.
I just said,
Objection.
I said Warner Brothers and wow, is this Law and Order? But I ain't really debating. This is my opinion. But anyway, I just left all my whatever. I was like, all right, look, I know what this is gonna be. This is gonna be something stupid. I'm gonna turn my brain off. It's gonna look pretty probably. And I was surprised. I got everything I needed.
All right, okay. And Zill Nation King comes through and says DCEU is not a bad universe. Says watch Suicide Squad 2 Suicide Squad 2 more than 2 times. So hey, yo, he loving it. You know what I'm saying? So let me roll over to Jason Reeves. How you feeling about this?
A solid Mike. That's what I think.
All right, so
solid C.
Okay,
Wow.
so a solid C. All right, well, I watched the movie, and I will say one thing. Watching the movie made me go back and watch the first one. Because I went and watched like the last hour of the first movie. So just to see, how I feel about it, because I don't dislike the movie. I don't think one thing that I think about this time around, it seemed to be weird for the sake of it, which I'm not against, but I don't know if I like James Gunn's style of filmmaking. I think I don't like his style of movie making. And maybe that's what's turning me off to it. Because I don't hate the movie, but I didn't like how we played with time. I prefer something more straightforward. And if you play with time once, because he does it like 3 times in the movie. And it's like, we kind of get it. You're unconventional. But did I like the characters? Yes. Did I have fun? Yes. I think, I just want to let WB know it's okay to have more than one black person on the team. It's all right. And also to let DC know that, or DC or WB know that, Harley doesn't have to be the focal point, in every single movie she's in.
Was she the point though?
She had her own vignette. She had her own she did have her own little vignette where she went and was whisked away to like romance and everything, and then you had the kind of like the empowerment,
which was totally unnecessary, Mike.
I hate
it was totally unnecessary to the story.
And they keep making things, and there's a Harley Quinn character she's gonna always get up on.
Yeah, and like the shooting people with the flowers and stuff. I wasn't big.
It's a little bit music. 90s.
But I did like Starro. I did how they kind of like brought that into play. But one thing that I think I want to see more Suicide Squad, and here's why. Viola Davis is an awesome Amanda Waller. Like, yes, she's pretty dope as Amanda Waller. Like, I really like her as Amanda Waller. So
she sells it. Just all the way.
You believe that she's like straight up ruthless. Like, she plays this role a little too well. Like, somebody need to like check up on her personal life. Like,
I'm in Louisiana. I'm afraid. I hope that a Belle Reeve don't exist, and I don't want to ever see it. Even though we do have some terrible prisons in real life here. But
I was about to tell you. I think it should be. We should delve more into Waller. Like, I feel like.
I agree.
I feel it.
What neither movie has done, even though Ayer did it a little better, like a lot better than this one.
I want the Ayer cut, don't you?
I don't care. Honestly,
when you actually with a service like HBO Max, it's kind of like, well, why not? The way he described it is that the cut exists. Like, he don't need no extra money. Like, the cut already exists.
Put it on there.
So like, just put it on.
I'm gonna watch it.
If the point is to get views on your streaming service, put it on there. Like, I don't understand why there isn't any more DC superhero stuff on there. I mean, there's a ton of it, but I mean like new stuff, you know, like they're putting like all the stuff from back in the day and stuff from the CW, but like why aren't they making new shows and stuff? Like that would be fire.
One is coming out, Peacemaker.
What? Yeah, I'm talking about good stuff though. Like stuff they
want you to watch the cheap stuff to get the cash.
Trying to get the cash, get the dough.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna give it a look, but I'm not necessarily excited about a show about struggle rock. You know, struggle Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, not struggle rock. Man.
This like, the blackface rapper.
All right, so peep this. Zonation King says James Gunn's Suicide Squad did have heart though. Also said that Will Smith couldn't be in it due to scheduling conflicts. So yeah, I knew that, but I'm just saying like we could have more than like one black guy on the team. Like I don't mind, or like switch it because it's like one black dude and then like that's it. Like that's the end of the diversity quota. Like that's it. Like,
who's the next black guy come up? Bronze Tiger? When they gonna bring him up?
Yo, you know what? That probably will be the next.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna have guns, Mike.
He has to have guns and has to have been in prison. Don't you know?
And the daughter. And the daughter.
Oh yeah. You know what? Now that you think about it, it's literally the same. Like
I'm pretty sure they wrote Deadshot into this. This was Deadshot, and then they were like, "Oh wait, Will Smith can't come back. I get somebody else." And then they got
Bloodsport
with his suit. That suit was fire.
I did like the suit.
Yeah,
that suit was fire.
Definitely. Oh man, so all right. With this said, I want to get deep. How do you feel about the characters going forward? Like, are you interested in any of these guys after this? You know?
Yes.
All right, who you interested in?
Number one, Bloodsport. I was listening to another pod that I ain't gonna bring up because I ain't gonna disrespect you, Mike. I don't want you to get swollen on.
I ain't scared of other podcasts. You know what I'm saying?
I say it. I just ain't gonna do it because I did it before you was like, ah! I was like, all right, bro.
Oh well, no, it's probably somebody whack that I ain't like. So
it's just somebody from around the hometown who's famous. But anyway, I was listening to his pod and I'm interested in Bloodsport, man. I'd rather have a Bloodsport show than Peacemaker. I mean, honestly.
Well, I mean, Idris Elba isn't struggle rock, so you know, I mean,
you don't necessarily have to do it.
He don't need no show.
He do movies. I know. He still
I do movies. So yeah, for me, I actually ended up liking King Shark more than I thought I would.
I do love King Shark.
But that's also because they made sure to give King Shark just enough. Like they didn't overuse him. They were like, all right, how do we make Drax and Groot the same person? Oh, King Shark. Word. Man, because if you look at this, James Gunn is like, scratch off the serial. Scratch off the serial number of Guardians. Like we about to make
that's like one of my issues with the movie is like, yo, don't remake Guardians. Like I actually did not really like King Shark like that. I was like, he's dumb. It's funny, right? He's dumb. Okay. Big, great. Like he didn't really, I don't know. It didn't resonate with me. I mean, I think I'm very similar to you in the fact that I'm not really a big fan of his style. Like I feel like it's kind of overrated, and the humor is definitely overrated. Like I don't find one of my old English teachers.
The Milton thing went on way too long. I mean, I know we all love it as like an internet meme, but the Milton thing, it's like
I don't love it.
Come on,
that. Like one of my teachers back in the day in high school used to call us sophomoric. He was like, "You guys,
snap, not sophomoric though."
And I feel like the comedy in there is sophomoric, and I have nothing against that. but it's also kind of mediocre too. So I just kind of like, it's not that funny. Like
maybe I'm just easygoing today. Maybe when I watched it, I was just in a good mood, and I just like, this is I don't know, man. It's kind of just slapstick foolishness. But like I said it. I think I wrote in a post. I know it's gonna be trashy, but can it be good trash? And can it be fun trash? That's my bar is low.
I think it's an okay trash. It's like trashy, but it's all right. Like, would I watch it again? Yes. Am I rushing to watch it again? No. Zill Nation King says CW King Shark was more scary. Actually, kind of was. And there is an angle to play for a highly intelligent King Shark due to the fact of he's supposed to be part of like this like kind of like godlike lineage, and due to the fact that he might be immortal or whatever. I don't know if they've ever nailed down like how long he lives. Right. So I mean, he could have vast amounts of knowledge of like the deep if you wanted to, and he could talk about the deep the way your boy out in the woods talk about the green. So there is an option.
I'm just gonna say, for me, it still was. He had his moments of fear that I don't want to ever get nowhere near a damn shark, because still the dead eye look when you're munching on.
Yeah, the dead eye look is weird
with the eyes moving. It's still. I mean, it's not the most horrific thing, but it's still like, all right, yeah, that bothers me a little bit. Like, I don't want to be out in the water with one of them. Looking at a shark's face close up. But I know he was played for laughs, but he was just a sad, lonely dummy.
He's just lonely. He ain't had no friends, man.
All the damn time. Like, I don't know. He's just kind of like a mindless horror monster or something who needed a friend that he might eat.
With Squirrel Girl. So
we've never seen that before.
Yeah. Ratcatcher 2. So let's talk about Ratcatcher. Okay, Ratcatcher 2. Shouts to her dad. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. I was like, oh, I see. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, look who they. Oh, that's nice. Like little hookup, like the homie hookup. You want to be in the movie? Like Jason hates it. So. All right,
I feel like that's such a manipulation tactic. Everybody likes this dude, so we're gonna throw him in there, and he's gonna say something really sweet amongst all the sophomore mediocre humor. I just wasn't buying it, son. I was just like, I get it, and don't get me wrong. I think Ratcatcher is one of the better characters, but playing all that sappy junk and then flipping the Peacemaker, making a fart joke is just not. It doesn't work to me. Like, it don't work together to me. Like, whatever.
I mean, because you bro. You hard body, bro. You just.
It's not even about being hard body. It's just about it. I feel like it's just not that entertaining to like flip these switches like immediately like that. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what? Like, people say Ayer's movie has like all these weird cuts and it feels choppy. But that feels choppy to me. Like, we're sitting there, we're having fun, we drinking and we dancing and we did it, and then and then we like, oh, but love is the thing, and rats are the ones that love.
And rats, if rats can change, then we can change
humanity. I'm just gonna be honest though. Me and my homie Mark, that's something we agree on. That was one of the better. That was one of the favorite lines, man. It got me, bro.
Yes, but it's weirdly placed.
It's so weirdly placed.
Now, shouts to Keith and Jones. Keithan comes in. Keithan's like, the general public don't care about no Suicide Squad. Come on, son. They're trying to make them care, though. That's WB's job. WB wants them to be a household name. Perfect example. Okay, Space Jam came out, right? Ever since Space Jam came out, my son, NERDSoulite, has been slam dunking stuff into the Dirty Clothes hamper, saying LeBron James and asking me to watch Space Jam. That's what they want. That's what they want with Suicide Squad. Well, I mean, just from adults. Your kids shouldn't be watching Suicide Squad. Yo, my son has been slam dunking everything in slow-mo too. He'll be like this.
Hey, man. Might have
and he'll be like, LeBron James.
For for what it was worth, though, I mean, Space Jam had a lot of good stuff going for it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the parts I saw, because I fell asleep in the middle, but not because it was bad. I was tired. But when I woke up,
I never overpaid with you. I reviewed it. Well, I actually put it up. I felt it was. I ain't really jive with it.
it's not necessarily for me, but I saw the good stuff they had in it, though. Like, it was blackerific. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle was doing his thing.
The part where Lola Bunny was running around with Wonder Woman, I was like, make that a cartoon. Other than that,
I was asleep when that happened.
And I did fall asleep a little bit too, but I rewinded and I'm like, yeah, this is too long for this type of movie. That's my
son loved it. Jason loved it.
They should. The little kids should love it.
Yeah, and that's what it's for. They're trying to sell shirts, book bags, lunch boxes.
WB Jam IP property.
Shoot,
stuff is
if they were smart, they would have developed with NRS. Since they own the studio, they would have developed an NBA Street style game with all of the Looney Tunes characters. I gave you that for free. You don't even got to give me a check, WB. You missed it. You lost.
The game the young girl was developing in the movie should have been the game on the streets.
Thank you, son.
But a souped up NBA Jam. They like used the NBA Jam. It looked like the NBA Jam engine.
Yeah, it's like, yo, son, like you got this.
Guess who owns NBA Jam? Guess who owns NBA Jam? WB.
If you would have dropped that game on Steam like the same day as the game, and the game was at least as fun as NBA Street or NBA Street 2,
WB.
Bruh, you got Just Blaze. You got Just Blaze doing the music for, bruh. That game could have been fire.
Higher mic.
Man, could you imagine like Old Boy's intro music on at the end of the movie when they was playing the game? That little song with all the it sounds like a church song, but it's also like
because it's Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin song.
Yeah.
Turn that on right now.
I'm gonna make that my ringtone, man. That's fire. Could you imagine stepping in the room and that? Come on, like, yo, I'm here.
And it's like that's the opening screen. Now I got some big
music right there.
All right, so big shout out to John Lovett said show the full design of the tee. This is the full design of my tee. I know Keith got another t-shirt on. I don't know what your design is. But he said, he got the where can they get that shirt, Keith? You know what I mean?
Thank you. Since we're gonna be like WB and do commercials at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blurs.com. Sale later this month.
Get them shirts. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying you gotta get them shirts.
Hey man, appreciate you with the purchase too as well.
Gotta get the shirt. So yes, and I picked up 2 blurted shirts last week or whatever. Yeah, I know I got them last week.
What you say? Make the black dollar circulate, man. Make the black dollar.
And then shout out to another super chat, Keith and Jones up in the spot, just saying here SS. So hey, what up? Yeah.
I feel like he super chatted that out of spite for SS.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got the ball. He got, you know what I'm saying? He coming, you know what I'm saying?
Coming in slow-mo.
Yep. Told you, man. He'd be like, yo, let's play some basketball. And then he'd be like, he'll say he want to play some basketball and he got to save his son. And I'd be like, but you ain't got no son. So you can't save your son because you ain't got one. He'd be like, I got to save my son.
Imagination's powerful, man.
So you know what I'm saying? But so WB did their job on that one. They did their job. You know what I'm
Clearly.
saying? But Suicide Squad, I will say this, for Suicide Squad, I think it's a good property to have different directors on each one.
Think so?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's good. And then I'd like to see Viola Davis and, focus on Amanda Waller a little bit more because she's been good in both of them. Like, and even though we lost the fire guy in the first movie, I was like, I kind of want to know more about how you became like a fire demon god. Like, what? Hold up, what?
Whoa.
You could do that? Like, when were you going to tell us that you could have did that?
He was one of my favorite characters in the first one.
That shit came out of nowhere. I was like, yo, when were you going to tell us you could do this?
Diablo was fire in the first one.
Yo, El Diablo, like
I feel like they could do a lot with that character, other than like the sort of stereotypical gangster stuff they try to do with him. I feel like if they like, now that they got that out the way, thanks white people. Now that they got that out the way, I feel like we could like do something else with that character. Like I thought he was dope. Like and being able to go like Super God Saiyan type thing. Like I love that kind of stuff.
This is my final form.
Right. No, I think especially like if he was fighting Starro, that would have been fire. Like I feel like they underutilized, like, because the movie is irreverent and that's kind of James Gunn's style. I feel like there's no stakes, and that's probably one of my biggest problems, because I feel like superhero things need stakes. Like if it's we have to do this to save this, I feel like then we need stakes. Like I feel empty after watching the movie because nothing really matters.
I didn't really get the feel like, oh snap, things were in trouble. Even when Starro got out, I was like, oh well, I guess I'll be all right. You know, like I didn't really feel.
I like how when Starro was being like, snatching people up, it looked a little horrific, but then he got out, it felt like a kaiju movie where it's just kind of like rubber suit goofiness, and I kind of appreciated it. Yeah, like I felt Ultraman was like, gonna pop out and start fighting him.
I feel like, I was reading my homeboy Samax's blog earlier today, and a lot of his points are a lot of my points, and he was saying that Starro is like God level villain, right? Like, and we just kind of played him for laughs. Like his Starro clones didn't do anything. Like he enslaved people, and it just didn't matter. Like they didn't take out really one person in the squad. The beginning of the movie took out a lot of people.
Man. He killed Milton. Died.
Oh yeah, he did. He did kill Milton.
But Starro didn't kill Milton. You know what I'm saying?
No. Well, yeah, but Polka Dot Man bit it.
Yeah. I guess.
And I'm not necessarily gonna miss him either. I mean, he was cool, but
it is kind of. And I mean, I don't even mind the idea of Starro. I don't even mind the idea of Starro being a being that's like, yo, this guy's been like, I don't even want to be here, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, let me go, kind of thing. Like, I don't even want to be like, I'll leave the planet. Like, I don't even want to be here.
Right. They were holding me here. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
with Delta variant going on, I feel that, Starro. I don't want to be here either.
I don't want to be here neither. Keaton Jones was talking back and forth with the I think Zeus bringing up as far as it being like rated R and stuff. Keaton says, in all seriousness, I wasn't really down with the violence and the corny comedy. It was just off to me. Guardians of the Galaxy was way better. And then Zeus B. Lou says, nah, just leave Gunn as the director. Only director I'd be cool with doing SS other than Taika Waititi. Which I don't know.
That's that comedy. That's that comedy shit.
That's kind of in the same vein. I wouldn't mind.
Literally the same thing.
I wouldn't mind. So, I'd say Taika's better than James Gunn, but like you're still
not that much.
I would like to see other directors approach it to see how maybe different members would work under the pressure of
what tone would you want to see of them go with it? Like what director and tone would you want to see go with it?
Let's throw something different than we've had Ayer, which I think I like David Ayer, but we've had that. Let's go with something like, and I know we're kind of going there, but it's a better version. I think we can get a better version from someone like Matt Reeves. I think Matt Reeves is really good. I think Antoine Fuqua is really good.
So you want a serious?
Yeah, I would like to see a serious one, and then delve into Amanda a little bit more. And I'd like to see a team. I'd like to see a team that wants to do this. Like we always see the reluctant team, like, oh man, I don't want to do. I'd like to see a team that's like, oh yeah, we get to go kill people, and I get time off. Yeah, let's do this. Like I'd like to see, because there's got to be some of those people out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's got to be some of those people. So I'd like to see someone like Antoine Fuqua, maybe Matt Reeves, something like that. Shoot. Is there anyone who wouldn't be down for what's the man's? I can't even think of
you know who might do a good one?
Who?
Knives Out. My homie Knives Out.
Yo.
Episode 8.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be dope.
I can see that.
I'm throwing his name into the ring. Because I feel like he does clever scripts, and then he has a handle on the funny, but he also has a handle on the action, right? Like I feel like he would probably deliver what they're trying to deliver in this one a little better. But also the script would be kind of clever, kind of circular in that roundabout way that he does the thing. I just feel like, again, he's good at, like, Knives Out had stakes, but at the same time, it was kind of like,
it was funny too.
Yeah,
like roll with me, okay? Roll with me. Below the budget, and let's get Michael Bay to do one. Let's go on, man. Look, we might as well. It's Suicide Squad.
Backlash.
If it's going to get crazy, let's go on and just get crazy. Let's let Michael Bay blow up everything, and just like go ahead. Why not?
Sure, whatever.
Wait, hold on. We putting the cart before the horse. What about Tim Miller? He directed Deadpool 1. I
can see that.
I'm not mad at Tim Miller. I think Tim Miller is a good choice. I'm not mad at that.
I'd rather that than Michael Bay.
I think Michael Bay is a crazy choice, but at the same time, it's a movie like, I'm gonna watch this. Like, you'll be like, all right, this movie wasn't great, but this movie is crazy. It'll be one of those movies that's like, yo, man, the movie isn't really that good. It'll be one of those things where it's like, the movie's not really that good, but you have to watch it. Like, you'll be like, yo, my man, go watch the new Suicide Squad. You'll be like, why, man? It's Michael Bay. Trust me. I know the dialogue isn't awesome, but you need to see it. Like, dude, they blew up everything.
I don't know.
You could do like Suicide Squad in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe that. The Miami Vice version of Suicide Squad.
Don't hate on Miami Vice now. What you doing?
Ethan Jones says Bay is over. He hasn't evolved as an artist at all. Then Zeus B. Lou says Miller gets my blessing. Michael Bay. Janine said it would look great, but make no sense with Michael Bay. Like, yo, Michael Bay be having some dope shots though. Like, for real. Like, he be having some dope shots. It's like, I ain't going front. Go back, as crazy as it is, go back and watch Bad Boys 2. That joint is inspired for action. For action.
For everything. Everything.
Bruh, they have a car chase where they throw dead bodies out of the back of one car to stop the other car. They have there's a shootout with like Haitians and like Colombians for cocaine or something, and the DEA is there. It's crazy.
So many
Bad Boys too.
So many long car chases and action scenes. And look, I love Bad Boys
awesome.
2. Y'all can add me if y'all want. Bad Boys 2 is one of my favorite movies on earth.
Bad Boys 2 is incredible.
That's my junk.
That might have been his best movie. That might have been Michael Bay's high point.
Yo, Jenny James said, what about Jordan Peele doing the third one? Yes, especially if they delve into Amanda Waller. Definitely yes.
And they
show how
yes. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So especially if they show how like subliminal she is and stuff. Like,
or what makes her so patriotic, or what makes her want to do this job.
Also, one of my bones to pick with this movie is how are you gonna knock Amanda Waller out and she don't get revenge on you? Like, what?
I will say this. That's one little thing, because in the first movie, she capped them people for like
she killed like 10 people.
And just walked out the roof. And she just sat there like and took it. I feel like she's still going to I feel like if there's a third, and if James Gunn do the third, she has to kill the person who hit her aside the head, because that ain't like Waller. Waller has to kill that.
Because in this one, at the end of this one, they tried to make it seem like she just put him on like I guess
Probation
crowd
or
detail or whatever,
Yeah.
and just gave him
That's
bad
not
jobs.
our style.
Because even if you're right, I don't see her letting you live for that. Like, because homegirl gave
Not when
homegirl
we've
knocked
already
her out.
established that she kills for nothing. Like we've already established that.
But that's the problem with James Gunn doing that. Like,
Well, Hamada and them gave him like free reign to do anything he wanted to do. They were like, you can kill anybody you want, do whatever you wanted to do, which is also a kind of slap in the face to their early directors, because they gave them they bear down on them so hard with all the editorial, kind of.
And now with James Gunn, it's like you can do whatever you want.
Right. Hey man, DCEU trying to get better, man. Can you blame them?
How's that make it better though? It doesn't make it better to come behind. Like that's like if you and I are working together on something, and I'm like,
excuse me, better received. How about that?
Yeah.
Give me that, Jason.
All
right.
So Jenna James says, I prefer a Secret Six series to a Suicide Squad series. Because Zill Nation King said, what about a Suicide Squad series? I don't think there's enough there to
they're kill.
I mean, I guess there's an A-Team style show there for it. But I don't know if I want to watch it.
Give me Bloodsport, man. Even if you got to get like a knock, you like just have a dude wearing a suit all the time, and just have somebody.
This is what your boy wants. I want Bloodsport versus Deadpool. I mean, not Deadpool, Deadshot, and they fight each other a little bit, and then they team up at the end to beat up some villain. That's what I want for my life. I want Will Smith, Idris Elba, and whoever.
I'll take it. And I want to see
Max 6 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
And I want
Tim Miller. Matter of fact, Tim Miller on that one. Let's go. Jordan Peele on that one. Let's go.
What? ZSB Lou named some directors. Here's the thing. No, you didn't end that list with Spike Lee. Now, I know. Here we go. Guys, get ready. Because here we go. Spike Lee don't need to be directing Jack. Look, I got love for Spike Lee. He's made one of the best movies of his career and in Hollywood. As far as biopics are concerned, Malcolm X, depending on what you believe or don't believe in that film. But homie has made some classics. As of late, his skills have waned. All right. Oh, he has not gotten finer with time. He's gotten crotchety.
Yeah.
He's gotten crotchety. He's become a hater. Spike Lee is a
Five Bloods. The Five Bloods. Come on now. What you talking about?
Outside of the Five Bloods, though. What about The Blood of Jesus? That movie.
The what?
I never saw that one.
I didn't
The Blood of Jesus.
I didn't even like.
I didn't find that interesting at all.
It was like this very bad semi-vampire movie.
I was confused in the trailer.
Well, so that movie is a remake of another movie, an older movie. I forget what the name of it is. Well, I don't know if it's bad or not, but I'm just saying, like, maybe the subject matter issues you might have come from the older movie. Because I think it's like a slick side vampire movie, the older one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Black Klansman was cool. I'll give him that. But then at the end, with the intercut with it felt too artsy for me. It felt like he was trying too hard at the ending. Like, it's like we get it. Like we're here. We get it. You don't have to do this last piece.
Finish. She got to have it. Like I got to a point with it. And I was just like, it was too much. It just felt like I was getting beat up, spiked like to beat you. Like I take.
He directed that series. Did he direct all those episodes?
Or he produced it.
He produced it, certainly.
Yeah, I don't think he directed those though. I think it was just producing. I think maybe. But anyway, back to Suicide Squad world.
Okay.
What villains do you want to see next? What do you want to see next on this one?
I would like to see. I don't have no particular villain, but if they're since I see people are split, I guess on Starro or how it was done. I like the goofiness of it, but I would like to see a kind of like maybe if they do a serious take, a villain that they really got to work together to like get the mission done. I don't care if they superpowered or whatever. I don't give a damn. But just if you may be more concise with the deaths, mean a little bit more, because that's one thing I didn't like about, say, the original Suicide Squad. They just was their own villain. Like they caused their own problems and it didn't really have a point.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of brilliant though, of that.
Yeah,
like I like that the Enchantress broke free, because it was like, to me, it kind of said Walla goes super hard and she screwed herself. She thought she was harder than this thing, and now she gotta get saved. I thought that was a brilliant idea, actually.
I actually liked it. The only thing I didn't like was kind of like and I know the team always has to have that moment, but the moment when they were like drinking the alcohol together, I was just like,
that was whack. Yes,
I was like, I don't like, but I do like the fact that, like, you know, Amanda Waller or plans like this can blow up in your face.
I love that. I love that. That should be a staple of the series. I think, the part where they were drinking and kind of being friendly with each other kind of didn't ring true. And I think a lot of the, like at the end when Harley's like, you mess with my friends, like she wouldn't say that. No,
it's like you don't know them like that.
Right. So I'm like, that kind of stuff. I feel like that stuff was the studio. Like,
I feel like
I can take to that. I like that part, and it made it a little bit better for me that John Cena Peacemaker turned out to be a bigger dick than what he was.
Struggle Rock is what we call him.
Struggle Rock.
An idiot, a screw up, a sellout to the team, if you will. That just like it made because like look at this dude, this guy. Like who would like this guy? I'm not. I'm gonna watch that TV show once, but like I don't see that much of John Cena.
It wasn't a bad twist, but that was still Waller like manipulating him, right?
True.
Waller was like, you do this. Yeah.
Now for villains,
it's funny though. Oh well, I'm gonna say this.
No, go ahead.
It's funny, and I'm glad it wound up being Bloodsport, because I like the joke where she deadpan like meet Peacemaker. He does this, and she said exactly what it is. He's like, he does exactly what I do. I know, but he was like, I do it better though. Hey, wrong. Got camped.
He's like, I shoot smaller bullets.
So I love the whole little rivalry between those two.
Like, yeah, that was cool. like when they opened the door, she's like, "Did you kill all my people?" Like, so that was cool.
I didn't see no people.
So I don't know what people. So all right, so see, people started shouting out some villains for us. Brian said Ra's al Ghul. Silhouetted Animator said Amazo. I wouldn't be against an Amazo. Let's see. Somebody threw in Brian also threw in Vandal Savage, which would be cool. Jenna James said have them face the Injustice League. I wouldn't be against that either. Those are some joints that I wouldn't be mad at. I wouldn't be an Amazo bot gone wrong. You know, it once again, like you said, we could basically stick to like the US government sends, you know, or you know, I guess sort of Amanda Waller create their own issues. Like Amanda Waller was like, word, I got my own Amazo bot. I do what I want. And then it goes crazy. And she's like, we need you to take someone down. It's a robot. This is like, hold up, but you didn't tell me it was yours. Like, it
doesn't matter. Get the job done.
Zeus is saying Project Cadmus, like a heist movie, breaking into Project Cadmus. That might be fire.
Movie would be a good choice. Because wasn't one of the animation movies kind of like a heist movie a little bit? where they all
I
had
think
to do.
so.
What was it? Was it Assault on Arkham or whatever?
Yeah. Or what they just do Assault on Arkham? I would love that as a storyline.
Yo, or it could
Jenna
be
says
something.
Arkham Asylum villains.
Yeah. Or you could kind of be like on some go to Cadmus and get this for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they shut me out. They ain't talking to me no more. And we were supposed to have, bi-directional communication, whatever. And they get down there and the security machine is an Amazo. And it's like, that like changes everything.
What if it was like a superhero, the Raid movie?
Right. Escape from Project Cadmus.
And you it was just levels of hell and fighting and death, just like the Raid.
Fire.
And
the thing they end up getting from Cadmus is Superboy. And then the reason they broke into Cadmus is because Lex Luthor is secretly running Cadmus, and him and Waller got a rivalry going on.
Yeah, and it's like you never told us you was beefing with Lex Luthor. It's like you don't need to know that.
You welcome, WB. Suicide
WB,
Squad.
this is yours.
They're not gonna do it though. They're not gonna do it. Because they don't believe in continuity over at WB.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. Let's see. You would have to. Cadmus, you could just cast a whole bunch of people that don't have to directly affect any of the other films because they're like scientists and stuff. Right. And then you're only really casting Lex again or casting the same Lex. I mean, I guess you could cast the same Lex.
Listen. They don't care. So here's my issue with the DCEU as it stands now. Some people you want to give free reign, like The Rock and James Gunn get to do whatever they want. And then other people, especially from the past, Zack Snyder, don't get to do whatever they want, which is ridiculous. So I'm saying, if it's a free-for-all, just do whatever you feel like it. Cast somebody else's Lex. Cast an unknown. Who cares? I care less about who y'all casting as these people. And
make it good.
And especially if they're not the leads. And more about making dope as DC Universe movie stories. Like, make that.
Because Keithan comes through and says, the fact that you guys are coming up with alternative storylines shows that SS did not do its job. It should have left us with fascination for the new squad.
I did, but I like the idea. We had a good section of ideas.
It's like, yo, man, it could have been. Zia said, recast that fool. So
let me
recast.
Unpopular opinion here. I think Eisenberg was perfect for Lex Luthor in a modern context because who are our Lex Luthors now but the head of Facebook?
Yeah,
yes,
Facebook, like, Amazon, I feel like if
those
they would
have played it like Zuckerberg. And then he played Zuckerberg in Social Network.
That's probably why they casted him.
What they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna play him like Zuckerberg. This is a billionaire, made himself into Lex Luthor. They could have lost all that daddy stuff. And then him versus this more, take charge kind of Superman would have been a great dichotomy there. But they didn't necessarily do all that. I wish that I was Zack Snyder's editor. I was like, yo, come here and let me edit you, dog. And I can fix this. I can help you.
Like, I feel where you're going, but check this. Peep this part out.
Because it doesn't want help.
Yeah, because honestly, Man of Steel, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at Man of Steel.
No, it was
that BVS movie. First thing, I would have been in there like, yo, guys, I think this is a little premature.
I agree.
You think?
I think. Just imagine me in a suit in a boardroom. All right. Guys,
like need a few movies before you got there.
Like, so we got to take some steps.
It seems like the problem was they were trying to follow Marvel real quick.
It is.
They probably heard that they were doing Civil War around the same time, and they were like, "We got to do a versus." And I'm like, "That's too early." The second DCEU movie should have been Superman 2.
Yeah.
And build out the universe from that. We needed Brainiac and we needed Superman, you know what I'm saying, with meeting Lex Luthor and then you jump to Batman and the rest of them. Like Superman 2 is what we
question.
needed.
Yeah.
What do you think about them getting rid of the new guys since clearly they didn't gave up on the universe?
I don't care about the new guys.
Okay.
I was never, and then of course your girl was like, I don't care about how you feel about the election, just shut up and vote. So I'm kind of like this with your girl. So Ava DuVernay. Like when people were like, hey man, look, I know we don't like this person, but let's just make sure that we get some promises from this person, because this person, his track record with us ain't great. And her long Instagram post was like, I don't care, just vote. Like, all right, so shut up and vote. That's all right. Okay.
I want you to vote for the right person, and at the time, the right person was the white dude with the aviator glasses.
Yeah, and I mean, and don't get me wrong, I get it, but the idea was like, I don't care about any of y'all concerns. Just vote, and it's like, no, we understand this dude gotta go. We're just saying, like, we can put some pressure to this dude.
I'm just
and try to
feel you. I
I'm about to vote on that. I'm about to buy some stock in some of them damn infrastructure bill, and that's what I'm gonna go from.
I feel you. This dude, he real Lex Luthor over here.
You ain't getting none of that.
Hey, when I ain't talking nerd stuff, buddy.
Follow the money trail, right?
Yes.
I ain't mad at you. I feel you, and me and Ava got our problems, but I kind of agree with her on that one.
I agree with her in part, but it's just the fact that how she handled it was like, she handled it in a way almost where people were like, just like they had no reason to like have any kind of concern at all. And it's like, no, we have like genuine concerns. Maybe we should figure out how we should approach this. And she was just like, I don't want to hear it.
What's the different approach though? Is my question. Like if you getting shot at, and somebody's like, look, this guy's got a shield. What do you do? You got to talk it through, or you gonna just take the shield? Like,
yeah, and not to say I don't understand that part, but to at least have someone address in more than a what would be the best term to use? In more of a sort of
non-elitist way?
Yeah, non-elitist way of like, hey, police violence is really happening, and these are the things people have already outlined things to do. You're already saying the things you're going to do in the first 10 days, first 7 days, first 100 days. Here's plans from people already. There's people that are protesters that made stuff. There's professors. There's all kinds of people that any of these you can ascribe to and say. And he was like, nah, I'm a lift every voice. What does that even mean? We still don't know what that means.
It doesn't mean anything, Mike. He's like, I voted for a reprieve.
It doesn't mean anything.
That's what I voted for. I voted for a reprieve, my dude. I didn't vote for somebody, some dude, the dude with the glass.
I needed a break.
Yeah. That's what I voted for. That's the only thing. How worse it would be. That's literally the only thing I thought was gonna happen. Like, I just need a break. I feel you. I feel you. But I just need a break, dog. Like, real talk.
Yes, this is something me and Jason agree on. 100,000. Need a break.
It's because these are the same people that, after everything went down and Black women saved the world and Black women are the most greatest thing in the world, and these are the people that were like, hey, he's not doing anything for us. And we were like, but we were trying to use our collective voice, but you told us to shut up. So like that now we don't have no collective voice because he's there. And like now,
but that's not true though. But one, and I don't want to get too far off Suicide Squad, but I mean, the collective voice thing is an issue, whether it's Trump or Biden, because Black people are not a monolith. We have that within the community. That's an issue. So that's not really a consequence of us voting for Biden. That's the lives we live right now. Like even now, we are not agreeing on things, and we're two Black people.
Really? Well, you know what? I don't care. You just vote.
I just need the Black people who don't want to wear a damn mask in my job to agree on that.
I agree with that.
Hey, side story. I'm gonna say this. I actually got
you
blocked.
You can't even get people to wear masks.
Look, cat came to my job. I said, "Hey, bro, you gotta wear a mask." I work at a library. I ain't gonna say which one, but he was like,
"We know which one."
He was like, "Rosa Parks wouldn't wear a mask." I'm like, "Bruh,
what?"
Like,
please tell me this person was white. Please tell me he was white. That would only make it better.
It was a brother.
Oh man, it was a brother.
That's how I read. I was like, and my supervisor right on the side of me, and I was just like, well, I don't think she want to spread disease and destruction like that.
The chat is saying
you want to be in this building, you need to wear a mask. And my boss, we looked at each other. She was like, "That's the dumbest ass thing I ever heard in my life."
This brother said Rosa Parks wouldn't have worn a mask.
Amanda Waller, come get him. Come get him, Amanda Waller.
I don't even know that. What?
Send him the bell ring.
It's a weird flex, right?
Okay. One, she probably would. Two, you can't speak on that because you don't know. And three, if she didn't, it may have been because she lived in the 50s and 60s. They didn't know about stuff like that back then. All right.
Oh no, they
did, but we have more information, more access to information now.
She would have worn a mask. That's completely ridiculous.
He tried it another time and not to wear the mask. What he was doing, and I'm like, hey, tap him on the shoulder.
Yo, put a mask on, man.
Tap him on the shoulder. Then we made a PSA announcement. But anyway,
now I will say
my Amanda Waller powers.
I will say the people I've been around lately when I've been out in public, they've been wearing masks. I'm like, keep your germs on yourself, especially if you out there like Jake Gyllenhaal, not showering and bathing and stuff. And you know how y'all do. So just keep your stuff on you and don't put it on me.
Was that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Don't social media spreading your terrible news.
It was like
Amanda Waller, come get him too.
All of them like B-level, middling, like white actors and actresses that ain't baby.
Wait.
Like
was it Jake Gyllenhaal, or are you just calling him Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, it was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Ashley Kuster and Mila Kunis. Come on, they dirty dances out.
Oh man, Jake Gyllenhaal ain't taking no showers neither. Dang, Jake.
Mila Kunis is just straight dirty. Right?
I heard about that one. Yeah,
she ain't washing nothing up in here. All right.
Jenna says she's not surprised Mysterio don't shower.
Yo, man, look, but like people was acting crazy. All right, look, we're gonna get back on Suicide Squad with this. All right, so check it. Why are you surprised that the people that needed folks from the motherland to teach them how to bathe and be civilized are not trying to bathe? Why are you surprised that the people that was like, hey, I'm stinky, just put on some more Dracar Noir? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you surprised that they don't want to bathe? They never wanted to bathe. All right, their ancestors wasn't bathing. All right,
I can't say that I'm surprised.
You are murdering me tonight.
I would say I'm not surprised for 500 nights.
I'm not surprised.
That stuff stank when you take a bath. All right,
bruh. So on one side, I'm like, that's nasty, but I mean, I know how y'all do. Y'all be like, yo, I've been to like different events or at the job or something. Yo, dudes that don't look like me will go to the bathroom, fully utilize that joint, walk straight past the sink, all right? Walk right out, shake your hand, give you a high five, all that. They were like, nah, bro,
Oh, the chat is telling me that Ice-T's wife is included in this, and that Nah, I was surprised about that.
Damn, Ice-T,
Coco,
you ain't.
That's a little vexing.
Ice-T.
Ice-T's OL.
But see, Ice-T, this is what happened. See, you should have. Hey, I'm just saying. You know that. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you go over there. All right, you leave yourself out there. You ain't wearing masks. All right, you're not washing your body.
I can smell them through YouTube.
Dang. Okay, so back to the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So back to the Suicide Squad.
It's a C-level movie.
So on a score of 1 to 10, what would you give Suicide Squad? Keith from Blurnish.
I'm gonna be very generous, and y'all can be mad if you want. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think I enjoyed it.
Okay,
it was good. I mean, I hear y'all points. I see. You know, I listen to Jason. I give him a hard time as he give me a hard time. I like some of that weird kinetic energy. I love the Peacemaker fight where it was flowing through the helmet. Some of, like you say, some of the tricks with playing with time, but I kind of like it kind of reminded me of a weird, like an anime episode of like some heist movies. I kind of dug it.
Wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there. Don't blame anime for this.
No, I'm actually giving it using it as a compliment.
Anime has stakes, sir. Anime has stakes.
So a lot of it. I'm just saying, I did like the editing, but I wouldn't want that 2 movies in a row. I agree. Like, I feel like this is kind of like a one and done, the way it's done. Maybe you got to do it, like maybe switch it up. I like your idea of trying maybe a new higher stakes, a little bit more serious now. And maybe we can get a little bit away from Harley Quinn, a smidge, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I loved all of it. I fell for the sappy parts of it. I like Ratcatcher too. Idris Elba is Bloodsport. Hey man, his smaller bullets work. Took him out.
Yo,
John Cena,
Bloodsport,
I don't need ever again. And
Bloodsport should have been like, look, Ratcatcher already got a daughter, so like, this scene is not going to go the way you think. Don't be trying to get no fatherly advice from me. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy dead. All right.
Damn.
No, I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on Ratcatcher. I mean, she hang around with rats, but I mean, if she could tell rats what to do, technically she could tell rats to like wash themselves. So then rats would be, they still be dirty, but I mean, they'd be like less dirty. I mean, if rats bathe, they be right around that Shepherd level of cleanliness. I mean,
him too.
It would be right around that.
He been look dirty.
Damn.
I come back to LA with shots. Bang bang.
Fire.
Yo. So Andre Atkins says Suicide Squad is the first DC movie in a long time I'm still thinking about almost a week later and wanting to watch again. Soundtrack was great, humor was great, and best of all, characters were great. Okay, so Andre was really feeling it.
I'll say this. It's very rewatchable for me. I can give it like a 7.5, but will I rewatch it when it's on? I'm going to rewatch it.
I'll probably watch it again. I'll probably watch it again later on. Because like I said, I'm still like on the fence with it. But Jason, where you at on that 1 to 10? Between scale of 1 to 10, what you feeling?
I want to say that I didn't think the soundtrack was memorable at all.
Oh.
It wasn't.
It was, I want to say I felt empty after I watched the entire movie.
Empty.
And I still liked it, but I haven't thought about it till today. But a solid C-ish, almost minus, maybe by a little percentage point toward the minus level.
So like a 7?
No, number-wise, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm grading on. I'm grading on.
More like a 5.
Ooh, 5.
3.
Ooh. Now I think I'm higher. Maybe around like a 6.5. Because I don't hate it, and the movie's okay. The movie's okay. There are things that I really like about it, like Viola Davis. I like once again, I like the Suicide Squad a little better than I like the movie that they're in. But the humor, the biggest part is that I don't think I like James Gunn's style of movie making. I think that's what really got to me. Like kind of like labeling every vignette, then playing with time, like going back and stuff. I don't know. I don't think it's for me, but it did make me go back and check out the last Suicide Squad. So that's a good thing to make me interested in like rewatching the other one again. So I'm open to more. I do think that we have better scripts on the fly than they're paying millions of dollars for, which is weird because I'm right here. What? You're not hiring me because I'm black? Is that it? Huh?
Can I throw something else in too? Another thing that makes me like it as much as I do, I like being able to watch it at home. I feel like it feels better as a streamer than say in theater. I don't know how I would have taken it to the theater, but it felt more cozier to watch it at home. To be able to pause.
Keith and I agree.
Like if it was the theater, I might have been a little bit more like by the time.
Yeah, if you would have dropped 15 on this, you might have been mad about it.
You know, with me, money and time, that's where it starts to get that one. I'll give you an extra 1 point. Like, all right, I can pause this. I can go get a drink. I use my own bathroom. Come back to it. Cool. I can fast forward through Harley Quinn flower shots. You know, or I can rewatch the Highway dance again. Maybe I want to see that part again and keep dancing with the little jellyfish before they bite them. But as a streamer, it gets an extra point for me. As a movie in the theaters, I don't know.
Word. Now I did want to say Zia's coming through saying I can agree with some of the nitpicks, but some people tearing this movie apart. I want to see the same energy once Eternals comes out because they were quiet during Captain Marvel. Now, you said same energy when Eternals come out. You said, like, have you already seen it? Is it bad? Like, he said, like, you already seen that joint.
I guess we'll find out.
Zias don't know me, but y'all know me, and y'all know that I'm probably not gonna like Eternals.
Probably not. Like, if you ain't rocking
Eternals,
with you guys,
after seeing the trailer, Eternals has a very, very arduous task of climbing up the hill of where were you?
They were asleep.
And it better not be a weak excuse either. If that joint is mad weak, like,
it looked really boring.
Like, oh, I had to go back. I stopped to tie my shoes and then it was over. Like, not like
they were on moon rocks and fell asleep.
There better be a real reason because it was like
they was on old sleep.
We brought the humans. We brought them food and fire. It's like, well, did you bring them protection? Did you bring them that?
I'm gonna say this. I fell asleep halfway through Space Jam, but I woke up at the end. I ain't never woke up during the Eternals trailer.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying.
Eternal slumber.
Oh, it's cold. So, all right. So that now Captain Marvel is another one. My issue with Captain Marvel is my issue sort of with Guardians of the Galaxy and the first Suicide Squad. It's a jukebox movie, and I don't like those. The movie leans way too hard on its soundtrack of like the nostalgia music. I hate that. And not saying that you can't have like memorable songs, but it's almost like Captain Marvel was set up to just be like, remember the 90s? Ha ha! Even though you could have had a great chemistry with Captain Marvel and Maria, or you could have had a great situation between Samuel Jackson and any number of the like maybe Coulson, but some kind of chemistry there. But it's almost like we got rid of any chemistry because we wanted to prove that it was the 90s. And that's where I had a problem with that movie.
Watching that, I felt like I was watching Headbangers Ball and all them other weird MTV shows late at night before Beavis and Butthead came on.
In the final scene when she finally unlocks her powers and they play "I'm Just a Girl," I was like, "Bruh, stop it, turn this movie off right now." I get it, and structurally, I like the movie because I remember in my review, like a long time ago, I was like, "It's good to see how good Marvel is at making these. Like, Marvel can kind of make one of these with any character now." So that's a good part of this movie. The bad part is this like kind of nostalgic jukebox nature where we didn't really get to know who Captain Marvel was because we were so busy trying to show you that it was the 90s. And at the end of the movie, who is she? Who has she become?
I was watching something and the reviewer of the movie said something really smart. He said that in the movie, like throughout the whole movie, they're telling you and everybody else is telling you who she is, and you're not seeing who she is at all. And I thought that was a brilliant review of it. Like, the failure of the movie is we still don't know who Carol is, and Carol's been in what, 2 movies so far?
Yeah.
And really, she shows up and she goes, "You Carol, I don't like what's going on." And then she blows something up, right? Like, and I feel like we never really get to learn. He used the first Avenger as like a counterpoint. And he said,
can I be honest? Just needed Carol to be introduced so we can get to Monica Rambeau. I don't really care about Carol other than
I agree. I don't care about Carol at all either. But I'm just saying, like,
just give me Monica Rambeau. Boom.
But they're still so good. They're good with these things. And he said, like, in First Avenger, in Cap 1, you get to learn, like, immediately who Cap is. Like, I can do this all day. I stand up for people even though I get beat up, kind of thing. Like, and we don't learn that through him saying that. He doesn't say, I stand up for the righteous, or I stand up for the nerds. He doesn't say that. You see it when he's in the movie theater and the guy's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Shut up, dude." And he's like, "I'll beat you up." And then he beats him up. But the point is, they're good at it. So I want them to do that every movie. And that particular movie, they don't really do it. And I hate Skrulls. I also want to point that out.
They also undercut Nick Fury's dead eye with the cat joke. I forgot about that.
There's the bathos again. Bathos is like adding humor to drama, and that they are sick with it now for some reason. I don't know why they feel like they need to do that kind of junk, but that really takes away from Nick Fury. Also, having a Skrull masquerade as Nick Fury is also a stupid idea.
It's not a good look, but yeah, that's my issue with that movie. Now, I will say this. ZSB Lou said there's a couple of people that used to work at Collider or for Collider / Screen Junkie / AfterBuzz that cap like no other for Captain Marvel. And it made me know they got to be paid by Disney to be capping like this. Let me let you on a little secret. They're not getting paid. They're clout chasing Disney. So when it comes to Disney and stuff like this, all right, so people go.
Tell them why you mad, son.
People gonna be so. All right, I'm sure you probably seen people that get these like gifts from like Disney or Warner Brothers when they do like movie rollouts, and like that's the stuff they're clout chasing for. To be like, oh, look what I got from Warner Brothers. Oh my God, the box. It is. I'm sorry. I know. There's gonna be so many people that's like, I'm never happy. I ain't never gonna put your black album on my podcast.
Hey man, we keep it real on NERDSoul and Blurtish, man.
But here's the deal. They be clout chasing. Disney ain't paying them. They just clout chasing. They want to, oh, I got into the, do you know how many hearts have been broken during the pandemic because they couldn't go to the premiere because there's not a premiere. Oh, I saw it 2 days before you did.
Now
Oh, because I'm so
now you about to
special.
touch my
Look
nerve.
at how,
The
look
horse
at
is
how,
broken.
Make all
look
these
at
movies
how,
available at home.
look at how happy people was to go to a premiere of something we was about to watch at home. Like, I ain't calling no names. I'm just saying I want you to go to your social media and look, oh, I was there. Oh, it's Starlet. It's like, yo, you don't understand, man. It's
You know what?
it's like the clout chasing is real. But
Look, my homeboy hooked me up with, look, I ain't ashamed to say it. I had a bootleg link for Black Widow and I enjoyed all of it in my house.
yo, shouts to
And had a good time.
123movies.com.
Free movie. I ain't give Disney my money this time.
Yo,
For
Jason,
shame.
I
so
told
give me
Disney,
some credit, Jason.
I told Disney I wasn't going to give them $30 and I meant that. All right.
I paid it. I paid it.
I ain't
And
paid.
y'all know how I feel about Marvel.
I know.
Paid.
I ain't paid.
Paid.
Shout out to Camp. If you're listening, shout out to you, partner. Appreciate your service.
Oh man, so
Put that man
so,
on blast. Now he ain't gonna get no more free.
See, I don't use his real name. I don't use his real name.
Oh man,
got-
ZSB Lou said, mind you, it ain't only Disney they do it with. DCW, yeah, they do it. Any kind of like geek product that comes out like TV or movies, you'll see, especially you'll see when it comes
Keith
to like
over there wilding.
Keith, what Keith is saying? Keith is saying, yo, thank you for that story idea that we made billions of dollars off of. Here's $5,000. Go get you something nice.
Damn.
Yo,
Don't spend it all in one clip. Don't spend it all in one place.
Here, yo, I dug in my couch. Here's $5,000. Yo,
Go clean yourself up.
Yeah, go clean.
What's so
Wipe
crazy
yourself
is
off.
for the cloud chasers who do that, it's like even with Space Jam. Now that's actually some of the stuff that they got in Space Jam are actually stuff that probably would be valuable just because of the Nike tie-ins. It's like, but if you open it, you gotta hurry up and reseal it. Like some of the actually the best tie-ins are the people who do the shoe reviews. You know, like for those,
because those shoes,
Nike wasn't actually involved in the first Space Jam. And I saw one dude, they gave him a custom locker with all this art on it with an actual Bugs Bunny, like almost like NFT type card. It's like only a few of them. That card is probably gonna be worth more than what all those are getting for like Disney and other cases in a few years.
I would be selling that stuff, Keith, on eBay.
Bruh,
give it a couple years. It's gonna be on there for people who got it if they smart.
So all right, so peep this. Andre Atkins said, yeah, a lot of them are cloud chasing. They aren't even real Marvel fans. All right, so peep this. Whenever you see, okay, I won't say whenever, because there's going to be one person who's like, it really happened to me. All right, most of the time when you see some kind of trailer reaction and somebody is crying. Now, I love movies too, all right? I love movies. Look, I know I love movies too. I really do. I love them just as much as anyone else. I love comic books and indies and all of I love it. I ain't gonna front. Ghostbusters put out a trailer. I love Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. When they did the loot crate or whatever, what is it? Where you get to buy all the comics, whatever. I bought all the IDW comics. I've read them all the way through. I played the video game. I love Ghostbusters, but they don't really make enough stuff. The trailer came out. I didn't react to it because I saw a whole bunch of salt in the game with people like crying and stuff, and I was just like, all right.
How bad were they crying, Mike?
They had this kind of like God is real cry. it's like now, don't get me wrong. The trailer is great. It really is, and I'm excited.
It ain't no crying trailer.
No,
but
I feel
these people is crying. And I'm
it ain't like I touched Michael Jackson's hand in the 80s type of crying.
The only recent trailer that I'll give people, I'll let them live on is the episode 7 trailer, when at the end where Han is with Chewie and he's like, we're home. I give you that.
The we're home, I'll let you slide. I'll let you slide with the we're home. Because it had been what, like 15 years or so? It had been a long time.
Yeah.
So
it had been longer since Han and Chewie. That's like a million years ago.
Yeah.
So I give you that. But any modern trailer, sit down somewhere.
Stop crying. Stop.
Crying.
It's because now studios have started using their reaction videos in their marketing. So now you have to ratchet up your reaction. Why? Because you want to get chose. You know what I'm saying? You want the pimp to choose you. So you out here like, it's like, no. Like I watched the joint, I was like, oh, snap, that's sweet.
You know I like that kind of talk, Mike.
Cause I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, they for real this time. So I texted my boy, I was like, yo, man, they coming with the hotness. That's a real reaction. I was like, did you see that?
I don't even react that hard when I'm selling books for people. And the card I paid for, I'll be like, hey man, if you want this book, get it. It's dope. I don't know what to tell you. Read the back of it. You know, learn something.
ZSB Lou said they just re-edited their same cry from Iron Man dying in Infinity. What is it? In game. It's like, man, look.
Man,
there's a lot of clout chasing in the game. There's a lot of it. But to their credit, it works. Y'all be following them. Like, yo, you go to their pages, it'd be like 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying? You come to a real dude, you know what I'm saying? A real dude that got bills, wears Timberland boots, got kids. All right? Then what you want to do? 1 follower, 2 followers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tired of people clout chasing, crying in videos, jumping at every chance to see Disney?
Crying all in the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Mike, you know, they got people, you know, cloud chasing certain terrible cons out there. So let's just keep it real.
Yo, so
anything that you don't. Not that I'm gonna mention the name of that.
I know we went long. I don't want to keep these brothers too long, but I'll say this once again. Do not support BlurredCon. They use blackness as a hustle. They don't care about black people. And it's just a waste of your time. Not the people that go there. The people that go there are great. The organization and the people that organize it, they suspect. You know what I'm saying? But I heard DreamCon is a great spot to go to. So if you in the summertime, you know what I'm saying?
Look here.
Looking for something to do around Leo season, check out DreamCon. You know what I'm saying?
In the South. DreamCon is right next door to Texas. Yo, I watch our One World.
That's not a selling point.
I don't know. I'm just saying for me. Excuse me. And it escaped to better things. Excuse me that I'm by Belle Reeve and Amanda Waller somewhere in the woods. But I'm just saying, it's close to go there. I can catch a 1-hour flight and I can just go party it up over there in like this esports arena or something.
Yeah, BlurredCon had the cosplay controversy, and then proceeded to disrespect black cosplayers. In my opinion, all around the world, but definitely the ones that attended.
Their apology was absolute. Their response, not apology. Their response was garbage. Absolutely.
Man, so look,
all around. I ain't never seen
BlurredCon does not care about black people.
I've never seen a black cosplayer attack other cosplayers so hard. Like,
yo, what they say? Something like look like Halloween outfits or something stupid. And I was just like, yeah. I was like,
yes.
Nah, they are. Wow. You're dead to me, son. You're dead. You know what I mean? And then you got other people be wanting to bring fools on their show. Why you gonna get them some light? What they don't need no light. What they need light for? But see, y'all don't want to hear that.
That episode,
y'all want me to cry for Ghostbusters. That's what you want.
Go hard, son.
Just know the group I'm on. That episode didn't make it into my group. delete. It's like, no.
Oh, also, I'm not
home.
going to see Ghostbusters because I don't trust y'all with that Delta variant. I'm probably going to have to use other means because I do want to see it.
Listen, listen. The worst thing you can say to me at the end of a trailer is only in theaters. That guarantees I ain't gonna be theater.
Yo,
You better put that on HBO.
Yo,
like, I want to see Freak Guy. I really want to.
We about to watch Dune at home, son, and Dune look like it's about to be straight fliz eye. Not
on stream. Why did they? Wasn't Free Guy supposed to be on Netflix, and then they moved it to only theaters?
Oh yeah, it was gonna release. It was gonna release like day and date or something, but then they changed their minds or something like that. So
I mean, I don't want to watch Free Guy because it's the live action Lego movie, and I already saw the Lego movie.
All right, and with that said, down at the bottom, Keith, tell them where they can find you.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all all in the chat. Appreciate Mike. Appreciate Jason. www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blerdish.com. Sale coming up in a month.
Yeah.
If they'll act right, if she gets her mind right or he get his mind right or whatever, hopefully I'll have a con coming up in October. It's a little toy and Comic Con out my way where I can sling books for wonderful people like Jason of 133 Art. And his new book, shout out to him for Pac Sampson. Book sold immediately as I debuted it, or I debuted it. I don't know. He was on the big screen. I was selling. It was a hybrid con.
I need a copy of that Pac Sampson. We might have to get together this weekend so I could grab a copy.
I could. Oh, you talking about Jason? I can ship you a copy.
We can make that happen.
Look, and Jason, fulfill my orders. Not. Please.
Anyway.
Please.
Jason Reeves, 133 Art, say what's up.
The disrespect coming from
I said please.
The disrespect. Jason Reeves,
like that
133art.com is the hub. BigDistro.com is the distribution hub. At 133art on all social media. Pac Sampson is sold anywhere books are sold.
Get it.
It's getting mad buzz.
Beautiful.
Yo,
word.
We trying to get our eyes off that piece. We want y'all to buy it so that I could get rich. Like real talk. Like, but I will act like Jay-Z and Beyonce once I get rich. So buy the book, help a brother get an Eisner. I mean, these kids gotta eat, man. All these kids, man. I got like 10 kids. You see what I'm saying? So
shows a superhero black family, original IP.
Yeah.
Black.
So help me feed my kids.
Help him get this joint.
That's why I'm here to sales, baby. That's why I'm here to sales.
Do it. Like you ain't doing nothing. All you doing is sitting on your couch.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing but sitting around.
Watching.
You know what I'm saying? Get that Pac Sampson.
Go get listen.
Read a book.
Go to Barnes and Nobles and tell them to order Pac Sampson.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? They got they got that joint on. Here you go. Peep this. I'm about to drop the link right now in Amazon. This is the most easiest. This is most because I know people always be like, "Well, I can't find it. It's not accessible." Look, Amazon. I know you got Amazon. I know you got Amazon. You probably use Amazon Fresh.
You could go to 133art.com and buy it. You could go to bigdistro.com and buy it. You could go to simonandschuster.com to buy it.
When I got copies.
Amazon, Blerdish. Where else you can go? You go to Barnes and Nobles. You go to Books A Million. Again, anywhere books are sold. My good people.
Bookshop.org. I'm affiliate of bookshop.org. I sell it two ways.
It's for the culture.
Pac Sampson.
Culture.
It's dope. I gotta get my hands on it. When
it's out of print, you're gonna wish you bought it.
Yeah, because the price going up.
It's on Comixology too. So you get it digital.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? You get the physical, you get the digital. You know what I'm saying?
This brother's doing it.
Matter of fact, get them both with an F.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Give one to your loved ones. Give one to your side piece. Never know.
Oh,
they read comics too.
Yeah, she
side
got
piece
kids.
Gotta have something to read.
She got kids.
Your side
Some
piece
of
got
yours.
Or
she could have a comic book too.
Or your side fella, make him read. While you talking
kids
saying wear masks. wouldn't wear a mask, he needs to read. He needs education in his life. He needs
Samson will help with that.
Oh, Jenna James said, I need you brothers to review Titan's first 3 episodes. Didn't know those were out because brother was traveling from VA back to LA. And the What If, the What If episodes did drop. Forgot. You know what? We'll see. Because I watched the He-Man joint and I was just like, I ain't gonna mess with this. I'm gonna let y'all live.
I thought He-Man was dope.
I loved He-Man. Masters of the Universe. Part 1.
Masters of the Universe. I got 2 major issues with it, but I don't see why everybody's so angry. But because I'm not angry. I'm not angry for the same reason they're angry.
Okay, cool.
And I'm not even angry. I'm like, why do they do it like that?
Look, some of my mainstream groups, they pissed. They're like, come on, this is actually something Kevin's good.
I feel I wonder if people watch the whole thing because I was like the last 2 episodes was super creative and super fire. Like after watching those 2, I don't know how you could be super mad about it.
It made me care about Orko, bro. About Orko. It made me care about him.
I don't care about Orko.
Okay, well, never mind.
He did come through though. He did come through. But of course, guys, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All them places, hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, remember you only contributed into them clout chasers. Yep, them same ones that be all out in them interviews and stuff, like trying to clout chase. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them why you mad, son.
Because it's like, look, you need somebody who can go to those events and still not be shaken. See, people be up in there, they be cheesing too hard. Like, you know, like when somebody's smiling too hard, you know what I'm saying? Like you want a job and your boss make a joke and like that one is laughing too hard, and you know what I'm saying?
But NERDSoul, we objective round here.
Actually, I was kind of worried one time because my boss made a joke and I was like, I get it. And I was like, everybody else was like mad quiet. And I was just like, it's not funny. And he caught me on a day where I was like, it's not funny. It's not funny. And I'm just not hearing it. And I was like, I get it. It was
please super chat more money because Mike about to lose his job.
No, it wasn't this one. This is at the last job. This is the last one. So I'm cool.
So he got fired already. Never mind.
Yeah. But anyway, of course, podcast for listening, Spotify for music. This week I will be getting Pac Sampson and I will be getting Crescent City Monsters again because sometimes people be stealing your mail. All right.
Damn, really?
I'm gonna find you one day. Anyway, with that said, love all y'all. To the chat, Jenna James, Keithan Jones, ZSB Lou, what was it? Zill Nation King, Jeannie was up in here. Dang, had John Lover. You know what I'm saying? We had some folks up in here holding it down. We thank you for your patronage. From us to you, thank you for watching. And until next time, Wu-Tang is for the children. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, please wash everything. Don't be like people up in here talking about that. All they do is take whole baths. You know what I'm saying? Like, just wash everything. Okay.
Help me out. I work with the public now.
Like, don't wash just your underarm. Extend it to the arm, and then wash your hand too. Then turn your arm around and come back. Wash everything. All right. What are you doing? All right, so anyway, as you can see, we out. Say we out.
We out.
Say I love all y'all.
Love all y'all.
Say peace. We love all y'all. Peace. Word up, word up.
I said it, killed a bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I would label the drink. I care what a broke nigga think. Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too sharp, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. We still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grind together, we all came from hunger pain.